Hey everybody, welcome back here to A Place to Heal. My name is Marie. Before I get started, I want to share this with you guys. On those of you that have been following me for a while know that a year ago I had my little boy Gizzy put down because he was 18 years old and suffering from horrible diabetes, and his kidneys and liver and everything were shutting down. And on Thursday, our trash did not run, and we actually went out to eat instead of eating in. And Friday morning, I went to go take out the trash, and this was in my trash. It's a little girl. I've named her Madison because it sounds like medicine, but my grandkids call her Shadow. So I gave her a bath. She was full of peanut butter. And yeah. All right. So now that the cuteness factor is out of the way, I think she's about, 5 or 6 weeks old. She's still trying to nurse on my ears at night. So we'll see how that goes. So I always promised that I was not going to do any more animals at all. The only way that another animal would come into my life is if I got a partner who had an animal, or if it actually came to me. I was not actually going to go looking for an animal. And I mean, how else is that going to come to you but in a trash can? Okay, so let's get started with the ugly part now, because that was the cuteness part. We'll get started with the ugly part. Okay, so every year, once a year, I do a kidney cleanse. Those that know me know that I had horrible kidney disease. And as a matter of fact, this Friday, I'm going back in to get some more kidney tests done, because they kind of were sketchy about my last results, because they said there's no way that I could have taken my kidneys from such a bad point to such a good point and got my creatinine levels so low. So they're going to retest me again on Friday. So, and I'll probably share that with you guys if you want that. But anyway, so one of the things that I've done ever since I found out that I had kidney disease was I started doing a yearly kidney cleanse. The cleanse it could take anywhere from 20 days. You should do it the minimum 20 days. The recommended amount is 30 days. And the reason I started doing this is because when Andreas was still alive, which I love the man deeply. I till this day, I swear the man saved my life. He was on a few chats where you can actually talk to him, and he was very, very friendly. He would give out information so willingly, and it was just amazed me. And I always used to tell him, Andreas, your face almost looks angelic. How do you do it? And he would always say, you need to clean your kidneys. You have to clean your kidneys. Kidneys in your liver, your kidneys in your liver. And for that, I love him till this day. I mean, I still believe that he's way, way, way ahead of the game of anybody. I mean, the man knew his stuff. And, you can just Google Andreas Mortiz and, look up his stuff. His YouTube videos are still up. His family has kept his YouTube videos up. He was very active in the Cure Zone. That's where I used to interact with him. The Cure Zone, I think they still have all his stuff up there that you can still interact. She's playing with all my cords. I'm like, oh, maybe this wasn't such a great idea. Okay, so this kidney cleanse, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it as I go doing it. Okay, so normally when you order the kidney cleanse, and I'm going to tell you, it's a lot easier, unless you're an herbalist like I am, it's a lot easier to just go to his website and order the package. I think the packages, it runs like $45, but and this is enough they send you enough for 30 days. But let me tell you, if you go to buy the herbs separate, which I do because I need a lot of the herbs that are on that list. But I'll put the list of herbs. I mean, you can go to the website. He gives you the list of herbs. He tells you what to take. There's also a PDF on how to do everything. That PDF, I usually print out and I put it on my container. Okay, and this is usually the size container that I prepare myself to put the herbs in, because you're going to get 30 days worth of herbs. So it's quite a bit. Okay, so I forgot something. Hang on 1 second for me. Okay, and we're back. So you want to have a pretty good size container. If you could do glass, that would be great. I can't find anything glass this big, but this is PBA free and all that. So anyway, I'll read this to you because it's pretty important what it says on here. It says, if the presence of gallstones in the liver or any other situation has led to the development of sand, grease, or stones in the kidney or urinary bladder, you may also need to cleanse your kidneys. Let me tell you, people, you really need to start looking at your urine. I was floored when I first read this a couple of years ago, when quite a few years ago, when he first brought this out. I could not believe that I would urinate and I would find these little black stones in there, and those are actually grease stones. I've known people that have picked them up and squished them, and it's actually like axle grease on your fingers. It's pretty nasty, the things that your kidneys will hold in those little filters. It really is. You may also need to cleanse the kidneys. The kidneys are extremely delicate blood filtering organs that congest easily because of dehydration, which is true, poor diet, weak digestion, stress, and an irregular lifestyle. And I'm even going to add prescription medication, because I've known people who have gotten pills and just junk out of their liver and their kidneys because of prescription medication, or supplement powders. Supplement powders have a horrible time in building up in those kidney filters. I have a lot of bodybuilders that contact me because of that. And that's the problem. When they start passing, they're like, wow, I can't believe the amount of sand and grit that is coming out of my kidneys from those protein powders. Okay. The main causes of congestion are grease, crystals, stones, however, are too small to be detected through modern diagnostic technology, including ultrasound or x-rays. And this is true. You can have these stones in there, and it is amazing the technology that we have today, and it cannot pick these stones up until they are like almost 8 millimeters. It's amazing. They have to be a certain size before these machines that are so technically advanced to pick them up. So most people go in and they're like, oh, there's nothing wrong with your kidneys. Oh, there's nothing wrong with your liver. Don't believe that. If you feel that there is something wrong, that is your higher self, your soul, your gut, your instinct telling you there is something wrong. Do not go with just the test. Don't go for that, because for a very long time, when I was in Nevada, my kidneys were shot. And they were always telling me, oh no, there's nothing wrong with your kidneys. Oh no, you're fine. We can't figure out what's wrong with you. Let me tell you, it took years for it to finally show up. And by the time your kidneys start showing issues, it's because they're 80% gone. It's too late, by that point. It's not never too late, but it's a lot harder to come back from that point when you're that far out on the edge than it is, to take care of them in the beginning. It really is. Okay, so these are often called silent stones and do not seem to bother people much. When they grow larger, though, they can cause considerable distress, damage to the kidneys and the rest of the body. To prevent kidney problems and kidney-related issues, it is best to eliminate kidney stones before they can cause a crisis. You can easily detect the presence of sand or stones in the kidneys. Listen. You can easily detect the stones in the kidneys by pulling the skin under your eyes towards your cheekbones. So he wants you to do this, okay? And you're going to look underneath your eyes, okay? Any irregular bumps, protrusions, red or white pimples or discoloration of the skin, that means light. If you have very, very light skin underneath there where it's almost like white, like almost like you're anemic, or it's very, very dark, which I mean darker than normal, indicates the presence of kidney or sand or kidney stones. I guarantee you 99% of people will have one of those. The following herbs, when taken daily for a period of 20 to 30 days, can help dissolve, eliminate all types of kidney stones, including uric acid, oxalic acid, phosphate, and amino acid stones. Bodybuilders, how much amino acid capsules are you taking? Let me tell you, those amino acids, some of them they do go into your system. Your system does use it, but a lot of that, those pills, it does go into those kidneys and they do not come out. So that's very important. This is why I do this once a year. Okay, so if you have a history of kidney stones, I've been suffering from kidney stones, rushed to the hospital since I was 6, 7 years old. Horrible. My granddaughter, from the time she was 5, she would sit, listen to your children. She would sit in the back seat in her car seat and she would tell me, Grandma, it hurts to sit in my car seat. It hurts back here. Kidneys. Whenever your kidney, no child who is 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 12 should sit there and tell you, I have pain in my back. No one. That's a young kid. There is no reason for any back pain whatsoever. So please listen to your children and help them out when they're still young. Okay. So, let me see. So you can do this every 6 weeks if it's really, really bad. I do it once a year. My kidneys are pretty much back to normal. So I do this once a year. Let me see if I can take this off of here. I usually keep this on here because I just put this in my cupboard for when the herbs arrive. Okay, so it says the way to do it is you want to take 1 ounce of each herb when you get the package, 1 ounce of each herb and 2 ounces of the rest of the herbs and thoroughly mix them together. So you want to mix them, you want to put them all in the container and then you want to mix them really good so they're nice and mixed in. You don't want any certain ones sitting. These herbs are really potent and oh my God, they're so nasty. So, you definitely want to make sure you mix them real well. And then keep them in an airtight container. You can put them in the refrigerator. I don't. Before bedtime, okay, you want to soak 3 tablespoons of the mixture in 2 cups of water. Cover it and leave it overnight. Do not, I repeat, do not put them in the refrigerator. At no time is this to be cold, okay? Because it has to go into your system. Your liver does not like cold. So do not put them into the refrigerator. Okay, so last night I took 2 tablespoons. Can you see that? That water's pretty black. I mean, those herbs have, decanted pretty much by themselves. Okay, so then it says, soak your 3 tablespoons of the mixture in 2 cups of water. I love these wide mouth mason jars for this. They work perfect. 2 cups fit perfect in there. Okay, and let's see, soak the herbs in the evening, and then in the morning you're gonna boil the mixture in the morning and let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. This is where I change the recipe. I do not cook the herbs. Once they've decanted that well, I won't heat up the herbs because I feel that they lose a little bit of property once you heat them up. So once they've decanted, I'm happy. And this is so strong already, I don't feel like I need to cook it any further. Okay, so once you get up in the morning, so I put my 2 tablespoons in there at night, and I get up in the morning, and then what I do is, now I already went to the gym. Let me tell you, people, the first 3 or 4 days, you don't want to take this and like, you know, go to the gym or go work out and stuff. I took it the first day. I went to my cardio class, and in the middle of the cardio class, I was like, I'm out of here. My liver started hurting, my kidneys my back, the pressure on my kidneys, everything. So I was like, yeah, this class isn't going to happen today. So, you know, like the first 3 days, see how it hits you first before, you know, you go doing anything that dumb. Okay, so I put my strainer. I have a second empty jar. I put my strainer in there. I strain out the herbs. Squish it down. Make sure I get all of them out. Okay, and then I have about that much. So what I do is I take some water. I fill it right up to there. And that is my daily dose for the day. Okay, let me get this out of the way. I don't want to drop it. Okay, so then I have my scooper. This scooper is actually, 2 of these scoopers equals 3 tablespoons. So what I do right as soon as I finish decanting this one and it's ready to go, I get my next 2 scoops and I put them in. I wash out this jar. I put my next 2 scoops in there, fill it up with water, let it sit, and it's ready for tomorrow. That way I don't forget. If you forget, it's okay. You can actually cook them like you would regular tea. But like I said, I don't like to do that. Now, I've been on this cleanse already 15 days. As you can see, I'm already down to, you know, just a little bit left, last 2 weeks. And once you are done, you drink a few sips at a time in 6 to 8 ounce portions throughout the day. I don't have time for that. But my kidneys are in a much better place than most people's out there. So, I can handle a little bit more. If you know your kidneys you've been detoxing for a while and your kidneys are really healthy, what I do is I section this in 3 portions. This is my breakfast, this is my lunch, and this is right before bed. Okay, but you're gonna have some pain because it's gonna push stuff through. So please, I can't say this enough. I know a lot of you don't have the time to listen to the whole video, but some of you really should. There's a lot of information in here that you have to hear. Okay? And one of that information is, if your kidneys are bad, if you have kidney disease, any stage, do not chug this. Do not do the 3 that I do. You definitely want to, you know, sip it throughout the day. Why? Because that's a lot of pressure that it's gonna try to shove all that stuff out. You chug this, you're gonna be in some pain. Trust me, you're gonna be in some pain. So like, I just came back from the gym, so that's my first dose. Ugh. Let me tell you, it only gets better after about 2 weeks. You kind of get used to it, okay? So, you cannot add sugars or sweeteners, and this should not be refrigerated. It should not be cold. Leave at least 1 hour after eating before taking your next sips. So you want to try to take it as much as you can on an empty stomach so that it goes into your bloodstream. And so it goes into your bloodstream. I know you're out there probably sitting there going, man, that stuff must be pretty nasty. Let me tell you, I've tasted some pretty nasty stuff. And yeah, that one is up there. But it's bitter. It's very bitter. It's very barky, you know. So I'm sure that's the comfrey. But, you know, it's good for you. So, and usually what's good for you doesn't taste well. Okay, so you want to do this for at least 20 days to 30 days. If you experience discomfort or stiffness in the area of the lower back, this is because mineral cysts from kidney stones are passing through the urethra ducts of the urinary system. Any strong smell and darkening of the urine at the beginning or during the kidney cleanse indicates a major release of toxins from the kidney. Normally, the release is gradual and does not significantly change the color of the urine. To support the kidneys during the cleanse by drinking extra amounts of water. Yes. And because you want to get this, I mean, this is like strong. You want to definitely get water through there. At least 8 glasses. Unless the color is dark, then in which case you want to drink a little more. Or like me, I work out every day. I do cardio and I do weightlifting. So I definitely want to drink more water because I'm getting dehydrated at the gym and I'm coming home and drinking this. During the cleanse, you want to try to avoid sweeteners, stuff with preservatives and colors and stuff. In addition to drinking the kidney tea each day, if convenient, you can put lemon in there. So anyway, wow. Okay, so I do want to share some things with you that I learned from not only my first one, but this one too. I was like, oh yeah, I remember this now. And I did write them down so you would see this. I am a person who concentrates on 30-day detoxes. Whatever I do, usually normally do it for 30 days. Because it usually takes the body that long to filter stuff out and do stuff. Most people don't even hang in there with an exercise program, an eating program, nothing for 30 days. You really need to hang in there for 30 days. Do not be throwing all sorts of, if you're going to do this, don't do anything else. Just do this, because if something wonderful happens, you can thank this. If something bad happens, you know where to go. You know what I'm saying? So don't be, oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to try that and I'm going to do juicing and don't do that. That is not smart detoxification tactics. Okay. One thing at a time, allow your body to do that. So once I finish this cleanse, I am then going to be doing my colon cleanse, healing my colon, hiring my acids in my stomach so I don't have acid reflux, all that stuff. And I'm going to show that to you next. Follow me, subscribe, and I'm going to show you that one next. It's a juice. And as soon as I finish this one, I'm going to be doing that one. Okay, so I found I had liver and kidney pain for the first 3 days, especially at night, before I went to bed at night. So I kept a heating pad by my bed, and whenever I felt that stiffness in my back or I had that pain in my back, I would lay on a heating pad and I drink extra water. That's what I did. If it gets too bad for you, after you drink it, what you want to do is go back to my how to make ginger oil. You can put ginger oil on your kidneys. They'll love you. And then some heat. The tea will taste horrible. Like I said, the first 2 weeks are the worst. Now, it's bad, but it's not that bad. My taste buds have gotten used to it. But the first 2 weeks, it is going to taste pretty nasty. Now, this is why I say if you have kidney problems, please sip it. Don't chug it. I had horrible swelling, especially the first 4 days. I had horrible swelling in my face. You can still, if you see it, can you see that? Look at that. That's swelling, okay? This over my eyelids, that's swelling. Look at this. Look at all that fluid underneath. That is swelling. And this is from this cleanse. So yes, ladies, you're going to look haggard. You are going to look like crap warmed over. There's no way around it. And you're going to look worn out. And let me tell you, I've been tired. Like, not just regular tired, but like my soul is tired. I get so tired, and tired is normal because as your kidneys try to work harder, they have to kind of make you rest and relax in order for the kidneys to work harder as they're doing their system. You know, I know this is not going to be funny, but to me it's funny now. But when I lived in Las Vegas, when I had my horrible kidney issues, I was just starting my stages of kidney disease. I actually was asked by an employer to go take a drug test, because the dark circles under my eyes were so bad and I was constantly falling asleep on the job that they thought I was a heroin user. And kidneys will do that. They will literally shut your body down in order to work. Anybody that's got kidney issues can attest to this, that you're very tired. You're very tired all the time. So like I said, if you want to do this, I strongly suggest, I'm going to put his link underneath, go to Andreas Moritz website. You can always put the herbs together, but as I said, I've done it both ways. And if you buy it from his website, it's going to cost you about $35 to $45 cheaper than if you buy the herbs separate. And that depends on where you're getting them, you know, because sometimes they'll even cost you more than that. So it's definitely worth it to buy it straight from the website, and you don't have to do all that mixing and stuff. And as I said, my next one is going to be the drink for the colon, the juicing for the colon that I do to get everything working again and functioning the way it's supposed to. And that is also for 30 days. I do that for 30 days. I'm a 30-day kind of gal. So I hope this helps you out. One thing I did want to show you, I actually went outside and did this. A lot of people will sit there and say, I have so much pain when I'm passing kidney stones. And a lot of you out there are under the impression that kidney stones are nice and smooth and round. They are not. Do you see that? I don't know if you can see that. See all those pokies? Okay. See that? That, my friends, is a goat head. And your kidney stones are like this. So, but they're very small. You don't, sometimes you see them in when you go to the bathroom and you pass them, you'll see them. Sometimes you don't. But these things poke the hell out of your feet and your fingers. Anybody who lives anywhere in an area where there's goat heads knows what I'm talking about. If you don't know, Google goat heads and they'll show you a nice close-up picture. So these tubes coming out of your kidneys are very tiny, and these stones that are shaped like goat heads are literally ripping down these tubes, and this is why the pain is so severe. This is why it's so bad. And it's also the reason when you're passing a kidney stones that the doctors will actually do a blood sample and they'll see blood in your urine, because as it's ripping those tubes going down, of course there's going to be blood right behind it. So people, take care of your kidneys. I mean, that's all I can say. If you have taken medications, if you have anything, I mean anything, if you have kidney issues in your family, please, those kidney issues are passed down. I usually sit there and say that stuff does not run in the family, but kidney issues are passed down. If somebody has weak kidneys, their children will have weak kidneys. And I've said this before, and I'm going to say it again. My mother started showing, and my father both have kidney issues, and they both started showing kidney issues in their 60s and 70s in the form of high blood pressure, swollen knees, swollen ankles, everything, swollen calves. My generation, me and my brother, started showing kidney issues when we were in our 20s. My daughter started showing kidney issues when she was in her teens. My grandkids started showing kidney issues when they were 4 years old. So every generation, it's going to start showing them. The latest grandchild actually was born so swollen, it took us almost a year and a half of feeding her a very healthy diet, pure vegetarian diet where there was no animal protein involved, and doing herbs here and there and stuff, and cell salts, in order to bring all the swelling down in her face and the swelling down in her hands and everything else. So it's very important, especially if it runs in your family, to please take care of your kidneys, because they've actually shown that most people don't die of cancer. They don't die of candida. They don't die of this. They don't die of that. They die because their kidneys finally shut down. And I have been with enough people that have passed and, helped out in hospice, where I've noticed we start taking blood pressure, and the person in hospice will tell me, I now can tell this person will be gone in 4 days because their blood pressure starts to decline, their kidney function starts to decrease, and finally their kidneys shut down. And that person didn't have any kidney problems. They had liver problems. It was like liver cancer, not kidney problems, but it was their kidneys that took them out. So I advise you, if you have kidney issues, the first thing that you need to do is get on this. Second thing you need to do, get off the animal protein. Like now, our bodies were not meant to consume as much animal protein, or at least take it down to practically nothing. The least amount of animal protein that you can do. Our bodies were never meant to have that much protein. So, because I get that question a lot, what's the first thing to do? Right here, first thing, out the gate, right there. Second thing, no animal protein, or the minimal that you can do, the minimal. And number 3, intermittent fast. Stop eating 8 o'clock at night. Don't resume until 10 o'clock the next day. Here it is. I think it's like 12:30 in the afternoon. I haven't eaten anything since 7 o'clock last night, and I'm fine. And that gives your kidneys a rest. So if I could give you three advices to save your kidneys, I don't even know if that's right, but 3 things that you can do like right now to save your kidneys is do this cleanse for 30 days, intermittent fast, and get off the animal protein. And of course, buy my book, Healing the Kidneys 101, has all the information in there that you need. I'll be putting the link below this too. It's been out for a while. It's got great ratings. A lot of people have texted me after reading the book. They love it. And it's got everything that you need to know about how to reverse kidney disease. Well, a lot of it. It sets you on the right path. It tells you the things not to do to keep destroying your kidneys. And it has a bunch of links in there on where to get this stuff and get on these cleanses. And it also has juicing recipes in there on how to help your kidneys out along the way. All right, stick with me, subscribe. You don't have to like. I know a lot of you like really, the haters. It's all right. I'm going to ignore you all because then you'll finally go away. It's all right. But I love you anyway, even though you hate me, because if you love me or you hate me, I'm still on your mind one way or the other. Okay, so stick with me, and next time I'm going to show you my juicing video on how to make this wonderful celery juice. I know, even if you don't like celery, trust me, you're going to love this one. Celery juice, even my grandkids love it. In order to cleanse your liver, cleanse your organs, cleanse your colon, and stop taking those pills for acid reflux, because this in 30 days is going to take that acid reflux away. All right, till next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and try to stay sane. I know it's the holidays, so please stay sane. I really want to show you guys my favorite things video. And tell your friends, because I think I have a giveaway video just in time for Christmas, and you want to be there for that because it's going to be a good giveaway, especially for the ladies. All right. Love you guys. Till next time, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.